Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Chantel, and in today's video I am going to be trying out and reviewing the new I Heart Revolution Disney Princess palette, Moana, I believe this one's called. I don't actually know this Disney princess, and I know a lot of you are probably thinking, what? How do you not know? But I have never heard of this Disney princess. Is it Moana? Please drop a comment below. I definitely have to go and check it out. I'm not familiar with this princess, but if you've been following my Disney princess series, you'll see that I have done all the Disney princesses. So when Revolution brought out this one and the Tangled palette, this one here, I just had to pick it up to make sure that my collection was complete. Yeah, so this is the eye look that I created with this palette. And if you want to see exactly what I did to create this look, then please do keep watching. Okay, so starting off, I thought I would go into that bluish green colour down at the bottom and put that in my outer V and run it through my crease. As you can see, it's not as pigmented as I wanted it to be, so I definitely had to kind of pack it on. I did prime my eyelids beforehand, so I will definitely drop all the products that I used down in the description box below, but I believed I used the NYX concealer and then set it with the Laura Mercier translucent deep setting powder. I believe that's what I used, but I will definitely link everything down below in the description. So as you can see, I really did have to build up that colour, but then going into that lighter green shade, I wanted to take that around the edge just to blow it out a little bit, to take away them harsh lines that you can see there. Yeah, and in doing that, I did lose some of the pigmentation from the first colour, so then I just go back in and re-intensify it, and I keep going backwards and forwards until I get the perfect blend. So now I decided to go in with that light green shimmer shade, and I put that in the middle of my eyelids. This is the first time that I've actually used one of these I Heart Revolution Disney palettes and noticed that the shimmer hasn't come through quite as bright as it usually does. So I don't know if that was my fault, because obviously, like I said, I did use concealer this time to prime my eyes, and then I went ahead and set it with the Laura Mercier setting powder. So I'm not sure if that's the reason why. So then going in with that light blue shimmer shade, I then put that on the first half of the lid, the inner corner, as you can see me doing. And at this point is when I realized, no, the color is just not paying off. So this is when I decided to grab my NYX glitter primer and then pull it over the top of everything that I just laid down, and then redo it with the light green shimmer shade that I used just before, and then the blue. Drop a comment below if you've ever used the NYX glitter primer. This, I swear by this product. It doesn't matter what brand you're using. This glitter primer, once you pull it down, it makes all the shimmers pop. I've never actually used it for raw glitter, but yeah, anytime my shimmers don't show up, I put this down first and then put the shimmer on top, and look at that. Look at the colour coming through. Because the first shade that I started off, that bluey green shade, wasn't as deep as I wanted it to be, I then decided to go in with that dark brown just to bring it to life a little bit, just to give it a little bit of depth. I didn't really want to take the colour away, but I wanted it just to be a little bit deeper so that you can see the transition between the outer corner towards the inner corner. I then go back in with all the other colours just to make sure that there's a seamless blend from the matte to the first shimmer, and then from that green shimmer into the blue shimmer. Again, like clockwork, I'm using the black Natasha Denona eyeliner just to line my eyes and make a small wing. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sure you're tired of me saying this in every video. If you haven't tried this Natasha Denona black liquid eyeliner, then you are definitely missing out. I only have one mini of this left, and I'm seriously considering buying the full size. Drop a comment below if you've ever used it. So going into the face part of the palette now, I went in for that darkest brown bronzer, and first of all I'm just gonna put a little bit to contour my nose. Usually I use the Bobbi Brown powder, but today I wanted to try out this face part of the palette. And then next I go on to bronzing my cheek and my forehead. As you can see, I have put down my base makeup. Like I said, all products will be listed down below in the description box. And I also went ahead and threw on some lashes, and they are the Plouise Got It Flaunt It lashes. These are my favourite everyday lashes. Not too big, not too small. So yeah. But like I said, I will definitely link all the products down below in the description box. As I said before, I'm going into that same dark shade, and I'm going to put it on my cheeks, forehead and jawline. But as you can see, I really have to kind of build it up. It's just not dark enough. I could really have done with just a shade deeper. I really have to build it up, as you can see. But hey ho, at least there was a colour that I could kind of use, you know? Then going in with my MAC eyeliner, I completely forgot to line my eyes earlier, so I just wanted to pop this bit in just to let you guys know that it is the MAC eyeliner that I'm using, the same one I always use. It's highlight time, so going in with that bottom shade, I thought that shade would work best. I just highlight the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and I believe the Cupid's bow. I don't think I actually show it, but after I finished filming, I realised that I'm not happy with the highlight that I used, and then I believe I go in with that pink shade in the middle just to touch it up a little bit. Then to finish it off with the MAC Fix Plus spray. I believe this is the small little travel size bottle that I got in the mystery bag. I thought I would finish that up. And yeah, that's the finished look. So as you can see, this is the finished look, and I thought I would quickly jump back on to give you my final thoughts on the palette as well as this eye look and round up the video. Starting with the eye look, I do like the way that this look has turned out. I was gonna do a neutral look, going for the browns, a little bit of the gold and the orange kind of colours, as you can see. Right, but I thought no, I didn't want to be boring. I wanted to step outside my comfort zone, so I went for the greens and a little bit of blue on the inner corners, as you can see. Right, talking about the palette now, the eyeshadow side, I do like the colours. I think again these are all typically the same, right? There's not much variation in the colours, so that could have been a little bit different. There's not enough dark mattes in the palette. Right, one more dark coloured matte would have been good. But in saying that, I did use this greeny blue colour, and then I deepened it using the dark brown, and I think that worked well. The shimmers didn't show up as well as I'd want them to, but I think that was my fault, because when I primed my eyes to begin with, I set it, and I shouldn't really have set it. So I think that is what made it difficult for these shimmers to stand out. So I did use the NYX glitter primer, as you would have seen, and that helped a bunch. As soon as I put that down, there was pigment. Moving on to the face side of the palette, These are bronzer shades. As you would have seen, I used the darkest bronzer shade in the palette, and it was just, it showed up but not so much. So if you're darker than me, these bronzers probably wouldn't work for you. So that's a shame. They could have really put a darker bronzer, a fairer one, because I have watched a couple of videos and a couple of the ladies that I did watch were of the fairer skin tone, and even this one appeared to be a little bit too dark for them. They had to go with a really gentle hand, so they could have put maybe a lighter bronzer, right, a medium bronzer, and a darker bronzer. There's not much of a difference between all three. So yeah, that's my only gripe with that. And I do like the fact that they did put bronzers. All the other ones are blushers, so having a bronzer on the face side of the palette is different, and yeah, I welcome that. For the highlighters, I didn't like them. I'm like an icy kind of highlight girl, and I started off trying to use this one, this highlighter. It was a no-go from me, so I ended up using this one. It did show up, however, I would have preferred an icier shade, but that's just me. These highlighters I'm sure people would like. Now, the question I always ask myself is, if I had to do a do-over, would I buy this palette again? Yes, I would, only probably because I want the whole collection. There's nothing wrong with the palette. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the palette. The formulation is a lot better in this palette than in some of the others, so I will say that. Yeah, what else can I say? This is my review on the I Heart Revolution Moana palette. Right guys, if you made it this far into the video, I really do appreciate you. Thank you for watching. If I could ask you to please hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already done so, and then click on the little notification bell beside it, and then click all so you never miss another upload from me. And while you're down there, if I could ask you to please hit the thumbs up button. It really does help me on my channel out, and I really do appreciate it. Please feel free to drop a comment below whether or not you've tried this palette, how you got on with it, if you're wanting to try the palette, and what you think of this eye look. Once again guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Until next time, have a beautifully blessed day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.